Apple. Apple strikes back. They are bringing a gun to Epic's knife fight. They have gone hard at Epic. And I think that this is going to be a back and forth between these companies. And, we'll jump in when we think it's interesting enough. But Apple is just really, and I said this last week, I didn't actually think Epic had much of a case against Apple in their original suit. But then what Apple's done since is just totally baffled me, to be honest. They actually are seeking and, have positioned that they're going to terminate the developer license, which means, like, that's not just for Fortnite. That means for Epic itself. So the Unreal Engine, which a lot of games on the App Store rely on, they won't be able to have any of the developer tools. So they essentially won't be able to support the App Store as one of the avenues of using the Unreal Engine, which is really common, actually, especially with the big mobile games. So this has actually caused a huge amount of issues for Epic. And there's been a back and forth with the CEO, Tim Sweeney, directly to Tim Cook and other senior leaders at Apple. And then Apple's fired back saying that Epic, they actually said to Epic, you can just reverse your update and we'll get Fortnite straight up back onto the App Store. And then Epic has seemingly refused to do that. And then finally, Epic, which I love this, they've got an in-game cup, free Fortnite cup, in-game in Fortnite. And they've got a new outfit, which is the Tart Tycoon. So it's the character that's like, the spoof of the sort of Big Brother controlling character that was in the Fortnite parody 1984 clip. So you can actually play as that character now, and they've called it Tart Tycoon. This is just nuts that these mega companies are fighting this out. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, we said last week that this is just like a corporate slap fight. That's what it is, and obviously there's huge stakes. I'm not saying it's not, but it is very much, it's big corporate versus big corporate. But I think the biggest worry with this is the impact on those smaller developers. So
yeah,
because they're caught in the crossfire, they have no other than obviously agreeing to whatever license terms to use the Unreal Engine. They have no real control over this. They've if Epic chooses to do this, and then this Apple do terminate. I don't know if technically they have terminated or it's just a threat at this point. But
no, they're going to terminate, I think, on the 28th of August.
And that's not that long away.
No,
so
no, and that's why Epic has sought a very urgent filing against Apple, and a motion to restrain what they want to do. So yeah, I just confirmed. Yeah, it's 28th of August.
What if there's games that were literally in the end of production cycle right now, and they're due to go live in the next couple of months on the App Store? And what happens then if they lose? If essentially Epic can't support Unreal as an engine on that store anymore, what happens to those people? And because they have essentially no input in what Epic are doing at all. And I know that Epic are very mindful of this, I'm sure. They get a lot of money out of their engine licensing division, essentially put them on the map after, obviously, they Unreal itself and, obviously the old, the earlier Epic games. I'm not saying that they've only been around since Unreal, but other than, those big Gears of War and things like that, it's essentially been engine licensing until Fortnite. That's kind of been what has been the backbone of Epic until Fortnite blew up. So
yeah,
I'm sure they're very mindful of this, but it sucks for them small devs if they get dragged into it.
Yeah, and it's pretty far-reaching. And I agree. I think they wouldn't have expected Apple to do this. I think they would have thought it was a risk. But it's, to me, it actually, it's such an indicator that they're throwing their weight around. It's kind of unnecessary.
It's such an in-dick move. That's what it is.
You know what I mean? It's just they didn't need to do it. Getting Fortnite off the store is pretty. I would have done the exact same thing if I was them. Taking it off the store, send an email saying, hey, reverse your update. We'll put you back up. Don't do that again. If they don't reverse it, okay, you're off. Because it would just be a domino effect if they didn't do that. But going the next step of removing them even access to the tools so that they can keep developing the Unreal Engine. And, just random games, I'm just looking through it, things like Mortal Kombat and Injustice on mobile and like Hello Neighbor and all these kind of games, you won't be able to update them soon. Because once the iOS, gets updated, Epic won't be able to update Unreal Engine. It means all of those developers are stuffed. So it's just, I don't know, it's very strange from Apple. I don't think it will hurt their court case now, but I think that, again, as I was saying last time, I think from a regulator point of view, to me, it does look like, hey, they are really trying to throw their weight around here. And kind of like that monopolistic sort of, are they a service or are they a sort of utility? It's going to really call into question. So to me, this is like literally one of the most interesting things that happened in gaming for a long time. It's just so bizarre. And yeah, I just really look forward to where it sort of lands.
I'm sure we'll be talking about it in over the next month, at least
Definitely.
one or two more times.